by the elder of GMS Baltimore, entitled IUIC continues to fail on the RFID mark of the beast microchip, no more excuses. Giving all praise to Yahweh Bashem, Al Shai Bashem Rakakwadash. I'm going to try to make this short, but listen to this logic here.
Yes, the mark of the beast. No, mark of the beast is sin. All right, we got videos on it. I can't go through the whole thing right now, cause one thing. That's our prophecy, right? You know, say what now? That's our prophecy. Mark of the beast. Yeah, the mark of the beast is prophecy, but it's not no chip. It's not no microchip. It's not the COVID vaccine. It's none of that. That's what some camps teach, but they don't have no scriptural proof saying that a microchip is going to be the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is sin that you was gonna have in your mind and working it, doing it with your hands. Okay, that's why it's gonna be written in the mind and it was gonna be on the hand. Okay, so is that it right there? 27. Just think this, bro. If the mark of the beast was a microchip. Now, let me ask you something. Could you stop the white man from putting a chip in you if he wanted to right now? You think if they pulled up in their police cars and threw you on the ground and did you like...
Well, they can turn around and put it...
These guys are fucking wicked, man. This is stupid. Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bashimi, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, blessings and salutations to the elect. This is a piggyback off Apostle Tahar. He's actually, I think he's premiering live right now. This is about this camp out of IUIC. I'm going to do a quick response to this because this is getting stupid. Like the apostle said, this is dumb. It's stupid. And you dudes, man, you just blindly following this guy. Nate into destruction, because the scriptures say the blind leadeth the blind, they both shall fall into the ditch, man. And I mean, clearly evident, brothers are pushing out shows on the MOTB prophecy week in and week out. Okay, I myself just did something on it not too long ago, how this system is gearing up to a cashless society, man. And this guy said that it's sin. Okay, now I will say this. I will say that taking the MOTB is a sin, punishable to death, because it's the ultimate sin of adultery. If you go into the scriptures and you understand how the Most High made a pact with the nation of Israel, a pact with us by blood, okay, and allowing a white man to put his mark in you, then that is a grave sin unto death. So I agree, it is a sin, but it's not sin. It's it's not sin. It's not the definition of the MOTB or taking it is not sin. Okay, sin is transgression of the law, which taking the MOTB is a transgression of the law. But you can't just say, oh, it's sin. Or what you put your mind forth to do and you sin with your right hand. So I got a question for you guys at the IUIC. How can you buy or sell with sin? Okay, because a lot of you guys, man, you teach different. One minute you say it's embargo, then you say it's a philosophy, then some of you guys say it's sin. But the scriptures say meddle not with them that's given to change, because it's either this or it's that. Now, if it's sin, then stand on it and prove it according to the scriptures, because you can't prove it. Like you say, well, y'all can't prove it's a microchip. Well, for one thing, the scripture say in Hosea, the 12th chapter, we use similitudes, man. Okay, so it's not going to say the MOTB is the RFID, you know what, in the script. No, it's not going to say that, but through extrapolating the knowledge of the scriptures and prophecy and common sense will tell you, okay, this is something that they're getting ready to do on an entire scale. Okay, so you can't say it's sin, because once again, my question to you guys is, if the MOTB is sin, how the hell can you buy and sell with it? Okay, because I ran into a couple of you guys a couple of months ago, man, and y'all was passing out them flyers, and I asked you, man, and you guys started running. Okay, I was like, well, what is the MOTB? I think the dude said it was sin, or I think he said it was like a philosophy. I can't remember, but it was either or. But regardless of it, you guys was running around the fact. I said, well, if it's a philosophy, I'm like, how in the hell, right, it's a philosophy. It was prove that you IUIC guys are not on one accord and you're not speaking the same thing, because part of your camp says this, other part of you says that. But I thought according to the scriptures, you're supposed to all be on one accord, okay, which is schisms in the body, okay? And you have schisms in the body dies off, okay, because it's a lot of infighting, All right. But my thing is, I asked him a straight up question. I said, if that is the case, how the hell can you buy and sell with the philosophy? How can you buy and sell with it? Okay. And part of the reason why you guys teach that outside of just being fucking off and following this guy Nathan to perdition is the fact you don't understand the history of the beast. Okay, you don't understand that because your leaders, they never taught you the breakdown of that. That's why you guys teach that, because you don't understand prophecy. Okay, so instead of just winging it, you just make it up and you make up some total bullshit, man. Okay, so anyway, let's go to here, man. This is the book of 2 Peter 2:12. It says here, but these is natural brute beasts made to be taken and destroyed. Speak evil of the things that they understand not. They should utterly perish in their own corruption, okay? Because you don't understand it. If you don't understand something, then don't speak on it. Okay, man, if you have some type of knowledge about something, you know, profound and it's limited, then teach what you know. But at the same time, don't be winging it, man. Okay, well, it's sin. No, it's not sin. Sin is transgression of the law, which I will say taking a chip is a transgression of the law, but that's not what it is ultimately. The MOTB is sin. Where is that at in the scriptures? Okay, and that's why you guys, like Apostle Tahar said, and the Most High is going to break that whole IUIC thing up. And a lot of you guys, man, you're just going to be flat out put to death, man. Okay, because a lot of you dudes are in this thing for clout chasing. You went into to deal with these faithless ass women. Okay, you went in this thing to promote your own belly, to promote your own ludicrous acts, so to speak. You in this thing for your own belly, man, and you ain't in this for the Lord. You don't even call on the name of the Most High. But you sure could teach Keisha on how to wrap a hair wrap, or if somebody ain't got no fringes, you will condemn them on the spot. You know, fucking demons, man, you know. And a lot of you guys are just blindly following these dudes. And when the Most High break that thing up, some of you gonna come back to your senses, then a lot of you will not. A lot of you just gonna get caught up out there, because once they crash this dollar and they put that digital token in front of you, then that's when all these videos that you've scoffed and scorned us about and ridiculed us about is going to start coming into your minds. And you're going to ask yourself, okay, what do we do? Because Nate ain't going to be around to get you out of the jam. He ain't going to be around to tell you, don't take it, brother. He ain't going to do that. Nate is worried about himself and his own folly. That's what he's worried about. He ain't worried about you guys, man. You know, you're just making him a lot of money right now. But it says here, and should receive the reward of the unrighteous, as they that count it pleasure to ride in the daytime. Spot they are blemished, sporting themselves while they with their own deceivings while they feast with you, man. Okay? And that's the whole thing, man. You know, you act like you're playing Israelites, but you guys ain't really in the truth, man. Because like I said, it's all about being seen with you dudes. You guys ain't really trying to warn Israel or tell them to be ready for the time that's coming. You ain't trying to do that. You don't care about Jake, man. Okay? You only out there to reach people that you can fucking put under your witchcraft. You don't care about our people, man. Okay, clearly you don't, because if you cared about the nation of Israel, you would be teaching them the name of the Lord instead of putting them back to sleep with that Christ nonsense. If you're going to teach Christ, you might as well tell them to stay in the fucking Christian church, man. Okay? Why they need to come to you for? They got the Christian church for that. If you're going to teach Christ. Oh, well, he was a black man. Okay. Yeah, we know he was a so-called black man. But still, is that going to get Jake to salvation, just knowing only that? Or is the name, okay? Because is knowing that the Lord a black man going to save him, or would the name of the Lord save him? Because where in the scriptures say that, the scripture does say that, hey, believe on me as the scripture have say. So, of course, that's part of it, knowing that he is a man of color. But just knowing he's a so-called black man without knowing the name, that's not going to extol you into the kingdom, man. And you guys should know that. Having eyes full of adultery and that cannot cease from sin, beguiling unstable souls, right? And there's a lot of instability in that camp, okay? From the men, from the leadership. And some of them guys watch our videos, man. Like one brother, he commented on a video I did last week. He said, man, brother, I'm glad I left that church, that camp. And I say, hey, man, good deeds, man. Leave. Because if you knew what these guys were up to, you will run from that church, man. You will literally run from the IUIC and these other camps too, man. Okay, now we ain't saying you got to join GMS, but the thing that distinguishes us between all the other groups is the fact that doctrine we teach is on point. 100% truth, man. It's on point. And guys get mad when we say that. Out of a whole video with edification, they look for something like, oh, he said they got the 100% truth. Nigga make a whole goddamn parody of scoff video or a whole argument about one fucking statement I said. But it's not taking into context the edification that's being brought out. Bunch of slow bellies, man. Okay? Having eyes full of adultery and that cannot cease from sin, beguiling unstable souls, and heart as they exercise with covetous practices, cursed children, which have forsaken the right way and have gone astray, following the ways of Balaam the son of Bozor, who loved the wages of unrighteousness, man. Okay, and that's you guys. Because we're clearly bringing out this information week in and week out. And there's no way in hell that you guys are not studying it and you're not looking into it. But you won't look into it because you have a hatred for GMS. Oh, well, them GMS guys, they're teaching it. So we ain't gonna teach it. And the apostles went into thorough breakdown on Revelation 13, man. I mean, broke it down to the baby food, man. To the point you had to, if you couldn't get it, you had to be a demon. You know, to the point when you mush up baby food and the baby, she has no choice but to swallow it and digest it. That's how great these chapters were broken down. But you guys are still blinded, man. And you got some of you dudes in there that got brain cells that's working. They may not say nothing, but you watching the video and you're taking note and you looking at your leaders like, wait a minute, these guys are off. You know, so whoever it's for, man, you're going to wake up out of that madness. But for you to say that the MOTB is sin and it's not an MOTB, then you got a serious issue, my man. And we can prove it according to the scriptures that it is the RFID, you know what. And we've done it before, man. On this channel alone, I've done countless of breakdowns on the MOTB, man. And any brother and sister that watch this page, they can attest to that. Elder Yashawamba, Elder Apostle Tahar, Elder Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Wakar, the brothers out of Chicago, the brother Kazak from I believe that's the brother's name from Vegas. Salaki, if I'm off on Karatazar from Vegas. Yeah, that brother, man, he's done videos on it countless of times. Okay, Elder Barak from Cali, Elder Muwatazak, all these men have done videos on the same topic. Okay, you mean to tell me that you niggas are still scoffing at it? Oh, some camps teach that it's an MOTB. All right, man. Y'all keep playing with the Lord word, man, and watch what's going to happen to you. All right? This is the book of Revelation 13, and I'm going to start at 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Now, what is the beast? And that's a question for you guys, because we've answered this question several times. But what is the beast? Question number 1. That the image of the beast should both speak. What's the image of the beast? Question number 2. And cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay? And cause it all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive sin in their right hand or in their forehead. Now, I interjected sin in there because it don't sound right. Now, it is a sin. We're not saying it's not a sin. It is a sin punishable unto death because it's the ultimate sin of adultery to Yahweh Bashim and Yahushai. But how is it sin? How can you prove? How can you buy and sell with sin? Okay? To receive a mark, and you go into that word mark, it goes into the Greek word charagma, which means an etching under the skin. Okay? When you look at the whole character of size, and stigma, and you look at the medical symbol, which is the Greek god of Asclepius, which means the god of medicine that the Greeks worshipped, that's the same symbol, man. And if you look up Asclepius, it looks like a Edomite Roman or a Greek Edomite god. Look like Cesare, got the big beard, got the straight hair, okay, got the robe on like he's Zeus or some shit, and he got a staff and he have a serpent around it. Why is that a character of one of the Greek words in Revelation 13 and 16? If it's dealing with just sin. And these are things you can look up, man. Okay? And it says here, and causes both all small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in thy right hand or in their foreheads. And this is the point, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So break that down, man. How can I not buy and sell with sin or buy and sell with it? How can you buy and sell with it? Because the buying and selling part tells you it comes with some type of economic woe or some type of monetary some type of monetary influence, man. And December 13th, they're talking about digital assets, CBDC. Okay, the dollar being phased out by 2023. These are things that your leaders have not explained or have not broken down. So once again, once this society collapses, what will be the primary currency or what will be the benefactor, or what will be the primary vote that they will use in order to do transactions, man. Okay, how can you interact, or how can you undergo transactions with sin? Okay, and that's my question. Here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, the number of a man. So anyway, I'm gonna end it there. All praises and glory, honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And with that, shalom and a ball.
Roll up, take you in and pop you a couple of times. This shit, if your mind is not open to this truth, you're going to be like these guys. And what these guys do, they blindly follow a madman named Nate, which about, 4 or 5 months ago told the nurse I guess that follows IUIC, came to Nate for counsel about getting a vaccine because